We're back, another episode, week in the life of a agency owner, entrepreneurial person. Hope everybody else had a wonderful week. It's crazy how the month of January is just kind of ripping by. Before you know it, it's going to be done, and that's this week came up quick for some reason. I don't know what was going on. So this week in the agency, it was a very interesting week. It was a lot of internal work, I think, which is good. Winter tends to be kind of our slower months. We do have a lot of events this month, but this week was kind of a little bit on the slower side. So it was great to catch up on things. I did a lot of, like I said, internal work. Got some of the automation stuff up for our website. What we're doing is I did a webinar with Cody Askins. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it below. I'll link my version of it. Cody and I have the exact same version, but help get views on my channel. But it performed really well over on his channel, performed okay for what's considered to be on my channel. And what the automation that we did is every time I spoke about myself, I would put a QR code up on the screen. That way people could scan the QR code, go to the website where they could be entered to get more information about myself and hopefully a course that I'm going to be coming out with here in a little bit. So that was great. I got a lot of great responses from that. I think it just shows, again, power exposure, which I think I kind of talked about last week, but worked on some of the automation process behind that, taking some of the lifting off my side and having to not, send emails, resend emails, all that kind of fun stuff. So worked on that, worked on my website as well. I think one of the things that I'm trying to balance on my website is creativity versus context. So right now it is very word heavy, which I'm not super excited about, but I think I needed to get something up there first. And second, I wanted to make something that it was visually appealing for anybody that came and visited and got a decent representation of what we do. So that was kind of the idea behind it, just kind of getting up and running. And then spending the next couple weeks perfecting it, cleaning it up. And again, I think that's probably a mentality that a lot of people can take when they're starting a new business or trying to accomplish something, is you just got to take steps. Just keep taking steps forward. It doesn't have to be perfect from the start. You just need to take one more step towards that goal, or one more step towards what you're trying to achieve, and not let perfection or not let the complete picture interfere with what you have going on. So that was kind of the big theme of this week, was just kind of keep moving forward and taking another step towards a goal or towards accomplishing something. I think some of the other things were focused mainly around just staying active and staying in the community. I want to try and be a bigger community member, a bigger community component or person in the community, especially here in Denver. It's thriving, it's very youthful, there's a lot going on. And I think if you don't get out of your normal comfort zone, or if you don't get out of your normal shell, you don't go to different restaurants, different bars, different events, I think that is something that can help you kind of meet new people, create new connections. That I think is super powerful. So that was one thing I worked on this week. Juvenile Diabetes Found organization here in Denver. They had a young professionals meetup this past week. I'll put that link down below, might as well. And if you're interested, or if you're in Denver and interested in joining, I think it's only a couple bucks, or I shouldn't say a couple bucks, 50, 60 bucks for the year. And they host these events. I think it's almost monthly or close to monthly. So, definitely take a look at that. Look at, if you're not in Denver, some of your local communities, what can you do to get more involved in the community? How can you meet new people? And it can be around things that you love. It can be around golf. It can be around, hockey, if you play hockey. It can be around, so many different things. There's so many different activities, sporting events that you can get yourself involved in and more ingrained in the community. Again, that is part of my exposure plan for this year, is trying to be more ingrained in the community here in Denver. I think that was pretty much the week in a couple minutes. That was kind of a ramble on, but yeah, I hope you guys got a little bit of value out of that. Next week we'll have a bunch of more stuff. We got some cool projects coming up. Had a lot of experiential events this past week here in Colorado. Hopefully something coming up for Super Bowl, so hang tight for that. And yeah, always I guess theme of the week, always just take one more step towards your goal. Always keep moving forward and trying to progress. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you all next time. Have a good one.